hop on and watch the recording, and let's hit it. So we're so glad you're here. My name is Joran. I have been with Plexus for a little over 4 years, and our goal tonight really is to just educate you guys a little bit about gut health, about why it's so important, especially right now with all the craziness in the world, why it is so important to focus on staying healthy and, you know, really fueling our bodies with all the good things that our bodies need to stay balanced and healthy. So we're going to be talking.
The chat is too.
Oh yeah. We're going to be talking about that a little bit. We do have a chat. If you guys have any questions that come up, usually if you scroll down, there's a little box that says chat. So please feel free to put any questions at all that you have in there. I'm getting a thumbs up. Thank you. Love the interaction. Yes. So way to go. Is that from Karen? Thank you, Karen.
Thanks, Karen.
So just to share a little bit of my story. So my name is Joran. This is Sandra. We are neighbors, which is why we're together, which is super fun, and really good friends. And we've both been doing this business together for about 4 years. So I started Plexus, to be honest, because I just had a host of crazy issues with my health going on that were really, really strange and really kind of out of the blue. And I didn't know what else to do. I was not sleeping well. I had a baby and I had really low energy, just trying to keep up with him. I also had 2 older girls, and so my energy was out of whack. My sleep was really bad. I had digestive issues that were really severe. And I just was really anxious. And so to be honest, I just was at a place in my life where I felt like I needed to do something. I needed to do something different. I grew up in a very sort of hippy-dippy household. I never really even liked taking an ibuprofen for a headache. So the idea of having to go, be put on meds was not my first choice. So I really was all about trying to find something plant-based and holistic that would help balance me and heal me. So after seeing my friend Sarah post about Plexus, I was like, you know what? I need to just try it. I need to just finally take the plunge and give it a try, because I would rather spend money on prevention and health and, getting my body to its optimal condition versus spending money down the road on medicine and treatments and masking the issue, right? I wanted to get to the issue. So I decided to start the products. I started with the Triplex, which we're going to be talking about tonight. And it focuses really on addressing your blood sugar, gut health, and inflammation. And I'm going to be talking a little bit more about that too. And it just made all the difference for me. I started sleeping better. That was the very first thing I noticed, was sleeping restfully through the night, which was amazing. I started just feeling a lot less anxious, which was awesome. My energy started to soar because I wasn't having all those blood sugar dips and crashes throughout the day, which was awesome to have energy to keep up with all my kids. And my mood improved, my skin cleared up. There were just so many amazing, amazing benefits. And we're just really excited to share a little bit more about that with you guys. So what I want to do now is turn it over to my girl, Sandra, and she's going to share a little bit of her story. And then we are going to talk a little bit about our products. And then we'll wrap it up. It's going to be a quick, but hopefully impactful event for you.
She's going to keep me on track with time. She's also going to make sure her notes are open for me.
Yes.
So I stick to the schedule. She's the talker. She does better with vocabulary. I'm more like the comic relief or at my own expense, which is totally fine. So just really trying to keep it brief. My name is Sandra Ponce. I'm from Temecula, California. I started the products in May of 2016. And so I've been with them over 4 years now. I started when I was in a really, really dark place in my life. And I don't say that lightly. It was like the scariest, lowest, saddest, hardest thing I ever went through. I was actually suffering from postpartum depression and anxiety and the whole kit and caboodle that comes with that. I had all of the symptoms of all of it. So I was introduced to Plexus by Joran. I knew Joran to be somebody who was very conservative and like very thoughtful when she made decisions. So she had never ever joined a company like this before. So when she brought this to my attention and that she was doing it, it interested me because I knew that she would do the research, like in depth. And if she did it and she approved it, then there was something to it. I wasn't 100% sold. It actually took me 6 months to try it out. But I had no idea that your brain health, your mental health is connected to your gut. That to me was totally foreign. I've been on different medications since maybe right out of high school into college days for some pretty mild depression, anxiety. A lot of it was like circumstantial, you know, a horrible boyfriend here or there. We all have those. But I would go into these like depressions. So I was familiar with medication, but I had no idea what was coming when I was diagnosed with postpartum after my first child. It was so awful. I thought about wanting to go home to heaven, basically thinking about suicide, not wanting to die. I really, really wanted to live. I knew I needed to be there for my family, but that's how horrible I felt. I started feeling like a burden. Like I had to have full-time care. My husband needed to go to work. I had to quit my job. I was a English teacher, a senior English teacher for 6 years, and I just couldn't return. I cried all day long. Tried my best to nurse my baby and take care of him. My mom and my sister came to take care of me full-time. It was the most horrible time ever. And it's so hard to say that too, because you have this new baby, you're supposed to be so overjoyed and so thankful and grateful. And like I said, I cried all day. I can remember literally thinking I was going to be puffy for the rest of my life because I just couldn't, I was so emotional all the time. And that went on for a long time. My doctors put me on 3 different medications. Again, I had already had some familiarity with antidepressants, but this was quite the cocktail. They started me on Zoloft, and then they ended up moving me to the highest dose or actually what they were allowed to give me. And I still was not feeling the way I knew I wanted to feel, like just back to my normal self. And then they added Xanax, take daily as needed. And I needed it every single day. Every morning I woke up and it felt like an elephant was sitting on my chest. I knew I had to take care of my son, but I was just so fearful of everything. And I just felt so awful. So I took that Xanax every day. And then in addition to that, they added Abilify, which is actually an antipsychotic. But I was like, bring it on, give me whatever you think, because I've had enough of this. I was almost a year at this point. He was almost a year. And I was ready to get my life back. So when she told me about gut health and how it can be tied and linked to your mental health, not only that, but your hormone balance and everything else, I said, okay, like I'm going to give this a try. I was still using all of my medications daily, going through the motions of life, ready to see any possible changes. It was probably in the first 3 months of using the products consistently. I just was forgetting to take my Xanax every morning. And that like did not happen. Like it was literally on my nightstand. I did not mess around. I couldn't go down the rabbit hole. I think that's Roxana messaging. Okay. So that to me was really telling because nothing was really different. I just was being very consistent with the products. So I knew there was something to it. So at that point, I didn't skip a beat. I was never missed my products. I stuck to my schedule. And I would say it was probably in that year, I weaned off all of my medication, obviously with the doctor's help. I don't condone cold turkey, coming off your medication. I believe, wholeheartedly that there is a time and place for medication. And I do believe they help save my life. But I am so happy to not be on them. I gained a lot of weight during that time. There's lots of side effects. Lord knows what happened to my body during that time. So I'm just so thankful. Another really cool part that I always forget to mention is statistics will tell you that I'm still good for time. Yeah. Statistics will tell you that you're 50% more likely to have postpartum again if you go on to have another child. So needless to say, I was scared, out of my mind to have another baby, but I really wanted to. So we waited, and there's a pretty large gap between them, but I went on to have my second child, stayed on the products all the way through my pregnancy to help with blood sugar balance, gut health, all that, and went on to have Stevie, who is now almost 2, and I didn't have any postpartum, and it's been a totally different experience. So I just love the products. I love what they've done for me. Beyond that, I don't have migraine headaches anymore. They used to be like 3 to 7 hours. All these hormones, man. Like I was just had so many issues with hormones. I had chalked it up to, you know, they were hereditary and I'd have them my whole life. And that's just not true. You can really break that mold just by getting to the root of some issues. So I'm not severely bloated anymore. I lost weight. There's just so many other things beyond weight loss that is so cool about gut health. And then also on tonight is my sweet friend Roxana. She actually is in her, I think, 2nd month, going into her 3rd, and she's lost 23 pounds and 20 inches. And
Roxana!
Yes, she's stuck with it. I remember in the beginning her telling me she wasn't really seeing the weight loss, but she loved the energy that she had. And she said, I'm just going to stick with it, and I'm going to give it the time that you tell me to give it. I mean, this girl was like committed. And then one day she's like, by the way, I'm down like 20 pounds. And then it's just continuing. So you're welcome. I'm so excited for you. So we just love Plexus and we love sharing about it.
Absolutely. And I just love hearing your story. So, you know, I always think about this. I mean, I think about Sandra, and I've been friends with her for a long time. So I walked through that journey with her of, you know, going through the postpartum with her and being a friend to her during that. And sometimes I get the chills, like thinking about, you know, what if I hadn't shared these products with her, because it made a world of difference for her. And, you know, sometimes it can feel scary to share, and, you know, but I'm just so glad that I've been able, you know, that I fell in love with the products, and then I felt comfortable sharing with her, because it really has impacted so many lives. And so that's what is so exciting to me about what we get to do, because, you know, we're not like, we're selling, you know, we're sharing products with people that are actually really improving their lives and changing their lives. And it's just such a gift. And so I really have loved that aspect of what we do. So tonight's call, really the focus of it is to chat with you about our experiences, but also about gut health in general. And obviously the world is crazy right now, crazy. And we need to be talking about how can we stay healthy? What can we do for our bodies, for our health, but also for our mental health, because this is a crazy time. And I don't know if you guys are anything like me, but I worry just as much about my mental health right now as I do my, you know, physical health, because isolation and the unknown and the lack of control and not knowing, we just found out in California, like we're probably not even going to be able to send our kids to school. Like it's been crazy. It's been crazy. So let's talk a little bit about gut health. So I mentioned immunity. Did you know that 70 to 80% of your immune system is housed in your gut? That is a crazy, like mind-blowing statistic to me. So I was just talking with my mother-in-law today. This is a side note. I wasn't going to say this, but it just struck me.
I'll allow it.
My mother-in-law was like the first person I shared Plexus with, and she's great. She really wanted to support me. So she's like, I'll try it. I want to support you. Well, she absolutely fell in love with our probiotics. She has faithfully taken it ever since she started. And my father-in-law actually tested positive for the COVID antibody, and she tested negative, which means she never got it. And she's just like, I was like, I wonder if it was the probiotic, because she's been so consistent. And I mean, she raves about it. She went through a really scary E. coli hospitalization. And as soon as she was back home and recovering, she's been taking the probiotic the whole time. And she swears that it's what has kept her so healthy. Even with now, you know, having gone through E. coli and a lot of situations that could be very potentially scary for someone potentially facing COVID. So I just think it's an amazing product, but we'll talk about that more later. So our immune system, our gut is also where our nutrients are absorbed and where our toxins are kept out. It is known as our second brain. So the gut and the brain talk to each other. It's really pretty fascinating. So what's going on in your gut influences your brain and vice versa. Your gut bacteria can affect your ability to lose weight. It can affect your productivity. It can affect your happiness and your mood. So it's a very, very important piece. In our world, in our society today, there are so many things that can destroy our gut. Some of those things are our terrible diet that we have, right? We're all eating fast food and sugary coffee drinks and all these things that are destroying our gut bacteria. Antibiotics are another one. Just one round of antibiotics can destroy your gut bacteria for a year. Steroids, stress,
any kind of medications
at all can totally throw it off. Not getting enough sleep, lack of activity, because we all know that Americans we don't move our bodies enough, right? Artificial sweeteners, excess sugar, too much alcohol, all these things can contribute to a really severe imbalance in our gut. And so oftentimes when someone comes to me and they're like, I've tried shakes, I've tried diets, I've tried keto, I've tried X, Y, and Z, and I still don't lose weight, immediately I think you probably have a gut imbalance and it needs to be addressed. And that's why nothing else is working. So a lot of times we'll see people who they come to us, they work on getting their gut balanced, and they may not lose 10 pounds in the first month, because that first month or even 60 days is about getting their gut healthy and getting their body balanced. And then the weight will start to come right off. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to talking a little bit about our products, because we want to make sure we have about 10 minutes left. We really want to respect your time tonight. We're so glad that you guys are here. So this is going to be fun. We're going to share a little bit about our products, starting with our Triplex, which is our sort of like flagstone gut health combo. And so Sandra's going to share about that.
I'm going to do my best.
Yes, you're going to do great. And I will chime in and help you. So
Thank you.
We have visual aids because we were both teachers. So
that's right.
Here's some visual aids for you. So
Thank you.
Hit it.
Thank you. So that's actually what I started with, was Triplex combo. I wanted to address my hormones, because I told you the story. It was not okay. And a lot of people don't know either. Just the whole childbirth is going to throw off your gut health.
It's true.
So Triplex is consists of 3 products, and it's going to balance your blood sugar, which in turn will balance your hormones. Amen, sister. And then these 2 products are for gut health and digestion. So the first one is our Slim. It's called Slim, and we wish it actually would be called Balance. It really is going to meet your body where it's at. A lot of times people don't even realize that everybody has these highs and lows when it comes to blood sugar levels. Chime in anytime you want. And so we all really need help balancing that. Like, after you eat lunch or a meal, you feel sluggish. That's your blood sugar kind of, going in different ranges. You have high energy at one point and you have low energy. So we all really need help balancing that. This was actually created by an endocrinologist for diabetics. And what was noticed was a side effect was weight loss. And that's how it all got started. So all natural. It gets its pink color from beetroot extract, and it's sweetened with the stevia leaf extract, nothing artificial. Love this pink drink. Sorry to all the dudes on the call, but tell your girls, my periods went from 8 days to 4, and with minimal cramping, get those blood sugars balanced for sure.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yes. Second product in our Triplex combo is called BioCleanse. Don't let the name scare you. You might not know this, but we really should be going to the bathroom, number 2 style, 2 to 3 times a day. And a lot of people are shocked by that number. We get so many people come to us telling us that they only go poop once a week, and I am floored. So this is just going to help your body be regular. 90% of Americans are magnesium deficient, and this is just a really good, high quality magnesium supplement. Again, meeting your body where it's at, giving you what you need to be able to perform that.
Right. It's also really high in vitamin C. So if you're taking that product, you don't have to take an additional vitamin C supplement. It's a really high quality absorbable vitamin C, which of course right now we're all trying to boost that immunity too.
And then ProBio 5, I cannot say enough about this product. This is our probiotic. It is what I believe to be the reason that I was able to really tackle that mental health issues that I have. It actually contains an enzyme called chitosanase.
That was pretty good.
It's good.
Pretty,
been working on it.
We can both spell it. We just don't know how to pronounce it.
Which one? How do you think it's?
Your
She
guess
doesn't
is
know.
as good as mine.
Okay,
Yeah.
so anywho, it's actually going to work on breaking down the outer shell around Candida yeast overgrowth. Did I say that right? So it's really unique in that way. And we all need a balance of like a 80-20 between good bacteria and bad. So it's just such a powerhouse probiotic. It's super affordable in like the $30 range. And I literally never, ever miss this at night. I'd call Joran sometimes, like, my order's not here. Listen, I need you. I cannot have a migraine. I cannot go back to those days.
Yeah.
So that is really Triplex. Do you have any more interesting things?
No, the only thing I would add to this is something that is pretty interesting is it also contains digestive enzymes and an antifungal, both of which a lot of like, you know, people that are really into gut health will order those two things separately. And then they're getting upwards of $100+ a month just on probiotics and gut health products. So this one contains all three in one, and it's freeze dried, which
see, this is why she's here.
It's freeze dried, which I love because I love to travel. Obviously not so much recently, but when you're traveling, you can just pop it in your suitcase. It's freeze dried. It does not have to be refrigerated. And actually, the fact that it's freeze dried is better because what happens is you take the product and it actually goes all the way down into your gut before it starts breaking down versus a refrigerated tablet, which when you put it on your tongue will immediately start to break down. And so this is ensuring all those strains of probiotic actually get into your gut where they need to go. So love this one. Okay, this is going to be fun. So now I have about 5 minutes to try. So this will just be,
it'll be so fast.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to just as quickly as we can. So I'm going to start with this one. This is called Active. This is actually Plexus's version of an energy drink. It's plant-based. It's totally natural. If you're still drinking Monster or Red Bull or any of those crazy drinks,
stop it.
Stop it. Stop it. You know that's not good for you. This has a little bit of caffeine, but it has green tea. It has a whole bunch of vitamins and minerals. And I have some friends that this is like their favorite product out there. It's so good.
And it tastes ain't too shabby with some champagne in it. We'll say that. Okay. Or maybe, you know, it's your new Red Bull vodka, only you don't have to do Red Bull.
There you go. Okay. This one right here, Balance. This one blocks out carbs and sugars. So
Amen.
You can take it before you eat. If you want to have a beer, if you want to have, you know, big old piece of pizza,
glass of wine.
Yep. Take it before and it will block those carbs out. So also plant-based, totally awesome. Nothing weird or funky in here. All right. X Factor Plus, this is our powerhouse multivitamin that I love. And what makes this one so special is it contains aloe. And the aloe actually softens the lining of your intestines, which helps these. I
would have never said it that well.
Helps the vitamins to be absorbed. And so this, you know, a lot of times if you buy a cheap multi, it's just, you're just peeing it out. So you don't want to be peeing out your multi. So get a good one and then it will actually absorb in your body. Okay, what else do we have in here? Ooh,
good stuff.
Yeah. You want to do that one?
Sure,
you do that one.
Well, you help me with it.
I'll help you. You're good. You got it.
Okay, we're running low on time. Okay, this is our other probiotic. It's called Vital Biome. You might be asking yourself, well, why the heck do you have two probiotics? Well, probiotics are amazing. So they can come in all sorts of different shapes and sizes. This one is going to be all good strains of bacteria. So remember when we talked about Probio 5 having like, you know, you want to have that 80-20 in your gut. So you still need some bad with the good. But this is all good strains, clinically proven to help with stress, anxiety. I take this every single morning on an empty stomach. And it's my new anti-anxiety.
Totally.
Love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything else?
Okay, no, awesome job. Metaburn. People have been loving this one. Anybody else gain the quarantine 15? It's been rough. It's been rough. This is amazing. It's a fat burner. If you are thinking like weird diet pills from the 80s, that's not what we're talking about here. This is plant-based. It uses white pepper, and that is what heats up your metabolism. So totally safe. It also has some caffeine, but it's not like a crazy caffeine
No jitters.
pill. No jitters.
And I am prone to the jitters.
Yeah,
no jitters.
Same here. And this is an amazing product. Okay, this right here, these are our protein shakes. They are, you got to trust us when we say that they're the best protein shakes ever.
I know we're biased, but it's just, the truth.
It is. So most protein shakes are like chalky and nasty and you can't mix them with water or they're gross. I literally drink this just with water.
She does. She's kind of crazy though. I mean, I will do it with water and it's good, but I do like to throw maybe some strawberries and ice in there, but
I don't know. I'm just lazy. Honestly.
If you're on the go, yes, you can do it.
And I'm just lazy because then I can just put my scoop in here and shake it up and I'm good to go. And you know, when the gyms were open, I would go ahead and shake it up and do it as like a pre-workout or post-workout with the gym. Okay, last but not least, even though we do have a lot more products, we just didn't quite get there. We have a brand new kids line. This is really exciting. So we have kids. This is a kids multi and probiotic in one. And then this is like a cute little drink they have that has tons of vitamins in it and it has omegas. And this is so that like mommy has a drink and little one has a drink and then they're not stealing your drink.
Yeah,
and it has,
Scotty always tries to steal my pink drink and now he has
Now they have their own and they love it. And it's a really good like orangey flavor and it has tons of vitamins and minerals. Like if anybody's interested, we'll send you a list because I don't have it memorized, but it's like the equivalent of like 9 cups of broccoli and like 50 blueberries and like salmon. Yeah. Anyway.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
So this one, 0 sugar.
Yes.
They're in, the cool thing about this is they're not, oh no. I'm going to find that one later.
Now you're going to have to eat it.
Okay.
They're so good. Can I steal one?
Yes, have one.
I'm
they're chewable,
so
0 sugar. Okay. They're not going to stick to your teeth. And my 2-year-old, almost 2-year-old, she loves them and Scotty loves them. And yeah, you can start them. Actually, I started her at like 15 months, but.
You know what they taste like is, some of you guys are too young to even know this, but they taste like those Flintstone vitamins.
I had Flintstone. That
we had when we were a kid. Oh, good, because she's younger than me.
Without the sugar.
Right. So Flintstone vitamins had a ton of sugar. These are flavored with stevia. And they also have probiotics for kids.
I'm not giving you rid of this. I'm saving it.
Yeah. Oh, save that. And they're amazing. Okay. I think it's 9. I think we did really good because it's 8:59. Okay.
Yep.
So here's what I'm going to wrap with. We obviously love our products. We're both wearing our Plexus swag. We love this company.
I went a little overboard. My roots are really bad.
We love this company. We love the products. And we want to invite you guys to give these products a try with us. We have a 60-day money back guarantee. So you literally have nothing to lose. And you are so in luck tonight because not only does the company currently have a huge membership discount. Normally it's $40. Tonight it's $10. And all that means, do you want to explain the membership?
Sure. Okay. So when you join Plexus, like I did, I joined with Joran. At first I wanted the cheapest prices. So that really is the way, it's kind of like a Costco membership. So the join fee at the time was $40. I paid the full $40. Okay. Plus I bought my welcome pack, just waiting for my kickback for that. But right now it's only $10. You get the wholesale account for a year, kind of like your Prime membership or your Costco membership. It's not $10 recurring every month that you add on your products. It's just $10 flat for the year. You get the lowest prices. And you also get a website link. And I would say like 85% of our team are basically in it for the lowest prices. But some people like to sell. So I think that freaks people out at first. It really is like, my mom is 76 years old. I just upgraded her, and 76 years young mom. And
she would not on the call.
No, she's not.
She
Unfortunately, she's not. She wanted to be. And so I upgraded her because it makes financial sense. She would never sell. If she, ever has any interest, she's obviously going to send it my way. But there's no quota you have to meet. It's basically like you buy your products, you make a little commission back from your own purchases, and that's it. There's no like strings attached, anything like that. So right now it's $10 to join instead of $40, and then you buy a bundle of products.
Here's an example.
Yeah.
So on that first bundle, you could get this combo that we talked about, the triplex, for example, for $99. This normally retails for, I think it's $120. Not retail. I'm sorry. Normally for a wholesale account, it's like $120 or $125. So you're getting a really good discount on that first set of products. It retails for $150. So you're getting an amazing deal on these products. So we have a whole bunch of different bundles. And in fact, we are happy to, I don't know if we can post those in the chat, but we're happy to, if you want to chat with the person that invited you tonight and ask about what types of bundles, we have a ton of bundles,
depending on your health goals.
Yeah. Some of them are actually bigger. So you can get like 6 products all together. And those ones are $199, but you get a ton of product in those bundles. So what we want to do for our giveaway tonight, is we are going to be giving away 3 free memberships. So those $10 memberships, we're going to give them away for free tonight. And the way that's going to work is if you are someone that you're like, you know what, I love what I heard, I want to go for it. Then what we would love for you to do is just say in the chat, like, I'm in, or me, or pick me, or something like that. And then we're going to help the person who invited you follow up with you to help get you that free membership. That means that your total cost tonight will be your $99 plus your tax and your shipping. And then we are covering, we'll do like PayPal or Venmo. We're covering back that $10 membership. Okay. In order to,
the 10% off or no?
I just don't know for sure. So in order to do this efficiently, what we're going to do is we're going to hang out here on the chat. And to make it really not awkward for us, where we're just like sitting here and having you guys stare at us, if you want to stay on, you can ask us any questions. So now it's the Doran and Sandra Q&A sesh. And if you loved what you heard, but you need to think about it, or you need to chat with your hubs or your wifey, and you just are like not ready to, you know, make a decision, that's totally cool too. And so if that is the case, then you're welcome to stay and hang out and listen to Q&A, or you can sign off for the night. And thank you so much for coming. Yes. And any parting words from you?
I'll just add really quickly. Yeah. When I went on one income with postpartum, well, we went on one income with postpartum because I couldn't go to work. You know, me crying all day in a classroom full of, you know,
that could have been awkward, maybe awkward. A little. You know.
Yeah. So I remember Jordan telling me that I could make a little bit of money on the side. And now I bring in about $2,500 monthly from home. And I am not a salesperson. I was an English teacher. I thought I would never, ever, ever in 1 million years sell. But it's just become so easy when keeping it a secret to me would just be mean. So and if that is something you're interested in, that wholesale membership, you get a website link. So if you do want to make a little bit of money, or at least to cover your products, it's so doable. I did that within maybe the first few months. So, and I had to, I needed these products, and we also needed the extra income. So yeah, I just didn't want to miss that.
I'm so glad you mentioned that. I didn't really share a whole lot about the business and how it's impacted me, but you know, what's cool about this business is that you can share with a few friends just what the products are doing for you, and you can earn enough money to cover your products. And it doesn't have to be a business. It accidentally became a business for us because we were sharing with a lot of people because we really loved it. And so that kind of just spun into a business for us, but it wasn't intentional. It's very, very easy to share. When people start to see like, hey, why do you have so much energy? Or like, wow, you lost 10 pounds, you look amazing. It's pretty easy to be kind of telling people what you're doing. So anyway, we would love to answer questions. If anybody has one in the chat, if maybe a product stood out to you or anything, feel free to hop on the chat or unmute yourself. We would love to hear from you. Unmute yourself, tell us where you're from, tell us your story, tell us what your health goals are. We would love to chat. We're happy to share a little bit more about the different welcome packs because we didn't really get into that tonight. Or maybe you're thinking like, I only want to try that probiotic. Like that looked amazing. Hook me up. I want to try that. Then we can help get you started as a customer as well. And that's super duper simple. So,
and a happy birthday to Roxana, who's on tonight on her birthday.
Yay.
That's commitment right there.
That is total commitment.
I'm drinking a glass of wine.
Cheers. Cheers, Roxana. That is a huge commitment. So anyway, you guys are free to go. Sorry for keeping you a few minutes over. If you want to stay and just like chat with us, we could sing happy birthday.
We could.
We can, we could tell jokes. We're
I am a really good joke teller.
Totally. Or, unmute yourself and share something, and we'd love to hear from you. So we'll just hang out here for a few, and we'll try to not be awkward.
That's not awkward at all.
We'll try to not be awkward.
I'm going to stop the recording though. So whoever watches this won't feel as awkward.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Stop that.